For the past 10 years, I have been living in Finland as an international professional. And during this time, I've been able to get a wide range of experiences, which I believe have strongly contributed to the way I think, the way I do my things, the way I conduct myself. And I can say it has not been easy, but it's worth it and I'm grateful. So just to keep it short is that I have spent my first 2 years as a student where I was pursuing my master's degree in photonics or physics at the University of Eastern Finland in a campus which is available in the city called V.I.S.I.O.N. And after that, then I became a job seek. Now, as a job seek, I was able to get a wide range of experiences as well. So just to keep it like wrapped up together is that I've been able to send applications where I was able to get a job straight away without any delay, without having anybody to assist me to get a job. But also I've been able to get a job where I was recommended by someone I knew who was also familiar to the boss. And there have been moments where I was able to get a job by being recommended by someone from the TE office. I started using the TE office on the year 2022. That's when I came to realize there is such thing as a TE office and they help people to look for jobs. So someone from the TE office helped me by recommending me to some companies and I was offered a job through those recommendations. Yeah, but also I was able once to engage in a bad contract. And of course, I was able to navigate through it, in a good way, and I was able to overcome that. But also, I've been able to terminate some of the contracts myself for my personal reasons. As an immigrant in Finland, you have your resident permit issues, you have this and that. So at some point, you have to sacrifice one thing and do the other thing. So I've been in that position as well. I've been in a position where my contract was terminated because of some reasons. And so I can just say that, I've been through all ranges, where I can be able to tell if somebody comes to me and tells me about any situation regarding the job situation. I think I'm always in the position where I can easily grasp what you want to express to me.
Have you ever wished to climb the highest mountain in Africa? I'm talking about the mountain Kilimanjaro. V.I.S.I.O.N Safaris not only will make this dream come true for you, but also enjoyable and memorable. Visit Tanzania with V.I.S.I.O.N Safaris.
And I've also been able to explore the world of entrepreneurship, where I have been able to meet with a lot of entrepreneurs in different cities. I have attended different programs as training. Some were just meetups where you just meet with other people for networking purposes. Yeah, and what I can say I'm grateful is that through most of my engagements, I've been able to meet with people who have openly discussed things in the most honest way possible. I know some people may always be that protective. You would be talking to somebody, but you always measure your words and you speak what the other person wants to hear. That's what I know most people do in today's age. Yeah, but I've been able to meet with people whom say, the reality is this. They told me how things are going on in the reality in Finland. And I was able to learn a great deal of things. I've also been able to meet with different professionals from different offices, talk to them about opportunities, talk to them about internationals. How do they take internationals? What do they wish to see from internationals? And they were able to tell me all sorts of things. I have also been able to meet with fellow internationals, especially via the international communities that I initiated. Yeah, the first international community that I initiated was in the city of Mikkeli, and I named this community the Mikkeli International Community. And I'm so glad that it is still operational up to this hour. Yes, but also after moving to Kuopio, I initiated another community which currently is known by the name Kuopio Talents. And this is a community mainly of internationals, but we also have Finnish, I would say mostly observers. Few are trying to come in and help, but of course, they are not so much actively engaged. Yeah, but mostly it's internationals themselves that have been active in showing up, and doing some few activities that we managed to do together. But the point is that I've been able to meet with also a wide range of people with different, ways of thinking, different ideas, different mindsets, different psychologies and philosophies. So I could say I'm packed. So coming back to where we are now, I believe most of you are already familiar with the unemployment challenge in Finland right now. Yes, the employment situation in Finland right now is so bad, and it's even worse for the internationals. And this is even the bigger challenge to internationals because most of us, before we come to Finland, it's hard to imagine that it would be difficult to get a job in Finland. It's always difficult to imagine that. But once you are in Finland, then you come to face the reality. And the reality is that it has been extremely difficult to access job opportunities. It is extremely difficult for many factors. Among them is the language, but we also the networking. We are being told that nowadays jobs are given to people that are already familiar in a particular closed network. So if you are not connected to these small networks, you may take years without accessing any job opportunity. And that is the reality. But the question is, how do we get over this? Yeah, of course, myself, I can say for the past 2 or 3 years, I've been actively engaged, trying to help fellow internationals to, understand the job market. I've not been able to give the jobs myself or to give the connections myself, but I've been able to share a few tips. What are the things that we should do in order to stand a better chance to accessing job opportunities. But as I had been engaged from the beginning into helping other internationals, I was also taking time to reflect. What is the real challenge? Because for me, not being able to access job opportunities, not being able to get employment, this is an outcome of a bigger challenge underneath. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and so basing on this, I was able to structure myself and the things that I've already started to do. And this year, 2026, I came up with a new framework, which is what I've named the V.I.S.I.O.N Framework. And this vision framework is having 6 elements, which I can break down to you very quickly. Number 1 is the value creation. The question is there any problem that you can solve in Finland? Or are you just waiting for a job opportunity? But number 2, the identity clarity. Can you clearly explain who you are and what you offer? Most people can't. They have no idea when they're being asked, what do you offer? All they can say is, please, if you have anything that you can give me to do, please give it to me. That's not how you approach, opportunities. But also, strategic visibility. Are the right people aware of your value? Are the right people aware of your value? And I gave one challenge to fellow internationals. I was like, is your neighbor next to your room aware of your talents, aware of your skills? Most people, they have neighbors that are completely not aware of what they are capable of doing. Yeah, so this is one example of the challenge. But also integration. Are you participating in the ecosystem? Are you meeting other people? Do they know about you? But also opportunity readiness. If opportunity comes tomorrow, are you ready? The situation is that most internationals in Finland are simply waiting for job opportunities. And the thing is that because they're simply waiting without preparing, some of the opportunities, when they present themselves, they just find them unprepared, which is a great tragedy. But also network leverage. Are you building relationships, not just contacts? There is a way that you can use the network that, in a way that other people, you know, in the network, they would benefit as well as you will benefit. And that is how I can define a network. So these are the things that I think should be our goal as internationals. And these are the things that I am prepared to serve to my fellow internationals. So my goal this year of 2026 is to help my fellow internationals to achieve those 6 elements that I've just mentioned. And by doing this, I hope to transform now into a more informational, educational, inspirational platform where I'll be regularly updating you with different types of content that, you know, I'm hoping that will help you to lighten and also transform your lives in the way that you can best benefit by you being here in Finland, the greatest and the happiest country in the world.